It is Noah here, and today we are going to talk about some daily morning routines. So this is one, guys, that I've implemented for quite some time now. Of course, what we're looking at here is a daily morning drink I like to make. And now, of course, the goal behind this drink is to get my day started off in the best way possible. And so for me, often that looks like some sort of energy in the form of either caffeine or strong antioxidants. I've got pulled together here combined with this near boiling water, which I used with this pretty basic kettle here. It's got a stand too. So I've got a nice blender as well. You don't need anything crazy for what we're gonna do today, but I would recommend getting a nice blender. So honestly, when it comes down to my first morning drink, I almost always go with matcha. Matcha is just a great way to kind of ease into the day versus coffee. Coffee's got a lot of caffeine, of course, more caffeine content than matcha, as well as matcha has something called L-theanine, which is really makes it just the perfect cup in the morning. So per serving here, there's like 60 milligrams of caffeine and then I think 20 milligrams of L-theanine. And I really find that matcha helps me not only with my day, like my energy levels in the morning, but my cognition feels better. My blood sugar levels are definitely feeling the benefit. And yeah, it just helps me get into more of a ketogenic state. So, which we'll talk about that more in a different video, I'm sure. I wanted to just bring up here, so this is kind of how I would do things. And we're gonna actually walk through it and do this today. So I'm gonna set you guys up right there. Okay, so we're pulling out the matcha powder and I'll show you how much I use. It's not a lot. I know a lot of people don't know a ton about matcha, but it's a form of green tea. All it is the green tea leaves actually crushed up into a fine powder. So you get all of the antioxidants. There's up to 200 times the antioxidant compound than just using normal green tea. So I will show you guys here. It's about how much I'm using. This is actually a pretty decently sized scoop, but getting the day started off, right? Okay, so we'll throw that in there. That is just the first scoop. Another really great addition to this matcha energy drink is gonna be some chaga mushroom. So chaga is really great because it's amazing in antioxidant compounds. It's like the second highest, I think, in the world for antioxidant levels. So this is gonna really help detox and cleanse your body, especially in the morning, right when you wake up. It's just an amazing energy source as well. Chaga has the ability to actually increase the biophotons in your blood. It increases ATP. So it's really great for before a workout as well. And I kind of like to look at the day as a workout in itself. So we're not using a ton here. Again, we're kind of making a tea with this. So I just want to combine a few different powders you can see here. So that was probably like, I don't know, a little over half a teaspoon, nothing crazy. Now, more additions, guys, the spices are really gonna be where it's at. So spices are commonly used in cooking, of course, but spices have this ability, all different kinds of spices have many abilities to help with blood sugar levels, cognition. Ceylon cinnamon actually is great for the brain. I used to sell a Ceylon cinnamon product, which you guys can find on our website at ascentnutrition.com. I'll be talking more about that going forward. So here we've got the chaga powder added, and then I would normally add in some Ceylon cinnamon. So I'm gonna make the one that I normally make, and then I'll talk about potential add-ins and how you guys can customize this for yourself. All right, so nothing crazy. Splash of cinnamon there. And then this pumpkin pie spice, guys, is key. So this is gonna really help kickstart your metabolism. Inside here is cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and nutmeg. I still like to use the Ceylon cinnamon, guys. Ceylon cinnamon is gonna have all of the health benefits that you're looking for from cinnamon. I know we hear about it so much nowadays, but yep. So we'll just do a little sprinkle of those 4 ingredients there. And then at this point, this is where I'd probably do the first blend through. So some other add-ins that you guys could definitely think of, especially if you're not doing this right in the morning. There is moringa powder. This one's really great. I'm actually going to add a little bit in. It's one of the most nutrient-dense leaves. So it's got a lot of vitamin C, a lot of antioxidant compound, chlorophyll, all that good stuff. You can see here it's a very finely green powder. Beautiful. Moringa has a lot of benefits on its own, but really the base of this is the chaga mushroom and matcha. So other add-ins, you guys can of course do different mushroom extracts. I've got this one from Nootropics Depot. This is a turkey tail mushroom extract, so this would be great for the gut, combined with, I also have some Life Cycle mushroom extracts as well. These ones are 10-to-1 dual extract, I believe. These are some of the best mushroom extracts I've ever used personally. So you could include a couple squirts of these, you know, if you're really looking for that gut boost right in the morning. However, I like to fast, and so I usually just keep it pretty straightforward. Just kind of want my my energy, and yeah. So we've got a few things that we are in fact going to be adding, so I'll save those. A couple other options, guys. There are different powders that are going to have different impacts on your body as well. So in the morning, or you know, later throughout the day, if you're feeling like making some matcha, adding some collagen and kind of going bulletproof style, not to just play on the words there, but you could combine it with some MCT oil and some grass-fed butter or ghee, or even toasted sesame oil. That's a great one, guys. So yeah, you can add in some collagen. That's going to benefit the gut, hair, skin, nails. It's incredible stuff. I still use collagen every single day. Don't get me wrong. It's just not always in the morning. MCT oil is another one too. I use this throughout the day. MCTs are a type of fat that are quickly digested in the stomach almost instantly. So they provide your body with a source of energy from fat. That's right. So this ketogenic state that I'm always talking about, that I'm, you know, following myself, this ketogenic state is it's gained when your body learns to burn fat. And so the MCT oil really helps to get that going, really kickstart it, and yeah, provide yourself some instant energy as well. Another option, guys, if you have like a long day in the office or wherever whatever you do, you know, taking some exogenous ketones are really going to crush the cravings that you guys feel. So you could add this in with the matcha, chaga, and spice mix that we have here before blending your tea together for increased satiability and energy levels. All this is just different electrolytes attached to a ketone salt. And these ketone salts increase your blood levels of ketones. And ketones are neuroprotective. They're incredibly anti-inflammatory. They're going to help you think better, feel better, lose some weight, crush your cravings, all that stuff, guys. So yeah, it's pretty crucial, honestly, for anyone who's not already in a ketogenic state. I would highly recommend looking into MCT oil and exogenous ketones to kind of get started. But let's add the water here. So this was boiling, and now it's, you know, not boiling, but we're gonna pour. Yeah, that's usually about how much I like to drink. I don't like to have a ton, but that's a good amount there. So let's pull out our topper here. Of course, I'm doing this live so you guys can see me walk through it all. And let me get a mug here. We will just hold that. Thoughts? Okay, so yeah, this is, you know, of course, most mornings I'm not going to have all of this set up here. I've just got it for the video purposes. So realistically, in the morning, I'm going to use the chaga, the matcha, probably just a Ceylon, and maybe some pumpkin spice, a little moringa, and then a few things which we're going to talk about now. So let's get one blend in here, guys, and you guys can see here what I'm going to do next. Just on one. All right, so of course, we're doing this live so you guys can see here. Got a nice little consistency. You can see here some of the powders. It's a little foamy. That's all right. So next, what I'm gonna do is, I don't do this every morning, and I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time, but apple cider vinegar, guys, is a great traditional way to not only help your body lower its blood sugar, or at least stabilize them, but also it activates some pretty cool pathways in the body that are involved in fat loss, weight loss, all sorts of things like that, guys. I definitely can vouch, apple cider vinegar does work. I find that it really just helps me get into a fasted state quicker. It's going to utilize a lot of the minerals that your body is already contained of, and it's going to help bring those out a little bit more. When it hits your gut, actually, it really helps with digestion as well, helping you to digest foods. It's something that you could take in between meals as well, I would recommend. So, you know, realistically, you could take this once in the morning, and then if you eat, let's say you eat 2 meals a day, you take it in another drink in between those 2 meals, and then once before bed. That would be the full, you know, complete circuit, I guess, but once or twice is good throughout the day as well. So next up, we've got something that's pretty special here, guys. So this is something called Canadian pine pollen. This was given to me. I actually am a co-owner here of Ascent Nutrition, and you can see here, this is a mixture of 2 different pines, guys, from Canada, extracted from the northernmost trees of Canada, untouched from human civilization. It's incredible stuff. This is ponderosa pine and lodgepole pine. So what they do is they extract these pollens from these trees, and this stuff has some incredible health benefits. So the raw pine pollen you can see here has brassinosteroids. This literally contains plant hormones bioidentical to humans. So whether you're male or female, this is actually really going to help your hormones stay in balance. I would say beyond that, it really helps put you into a peak state. Definitely an add-in, a must-have for me personally. If you want to find this, there is a link in the bio, which you guys can check out as well as these EMF bands, which are EMF blocking technology. I'm not going to get too into it in this video, but as you can see here, we are going to get set up here. So we're going to take our pine pollen, and a daily dose is actually 2 milliliters. And so for anyone at home who has their pine pollen and is watching, paying attention, this is 1 dropper, and this is only half a milliliter. So we got to do 1 of those. And then for the morning, I'm just going to do 1 milliliter, and then I'll probably take my second dose throughout the day. So there we go. Put some pine pollen in the morning drink here. And of course, I'm going to talk about what exactly I put in this for anyone at home who's still a little confused. Last but not least, this is something that's actually pretty crucial to my daily detox. This is oil of wild oregano. This brand here from North American Herb & Spice, you guys can look them up. They have the greatest extract of wild Mediterranean oregano oil combined with some really nice organic extra virgin olive oil, guys. This is a great little resource here. So all you're going to do is you're actually just going to take 1 or 2 drops and drop it right in there. So 1, 2, and the antioxidant, antiviral, antibacterial properties of the oregano is going to really help detox you in the morning. Something I really do almost every day at this point. So let's give it 1 more blend here, and then we'll pour it out and we'll talk about it. All right, guys, so in this drink here, this is my morning routine drink here. This is a daily detox, daily cleanse, whatever you want to call it. It's also just a great way to get some energy. So we've got some matcha green tea powder combined with chaga mushroom for the energy, as well as some detox capabilities there. Combine that with some spices. So we're going to use some spices in this pumpkin spice blend. This has cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and nutmeg, all of which are incredibly healthy. I would recommend anyone look into those. And then this is just pure Ceylon cinnamon. This is one of the most premier spices you can actually take, aside from saffron. So, and combined today, I put in a little bit of moringa. You don't always have to do that. And then we put in some of our Ascent Nutrition pine pollen and just a couple drops of the oregano combined with the apple cider vinegar. So it looks like a lot, guys, but honestly, you buy those two things maybe once a month. Keep one of these around. This will last forever. You know, this is about a month's supply. And then, of course, you got your spices. So it's a pretty basic drink. Almost anybody can make it. And I would recommend it. It tastes, I mean, it's going to taste a little different depending on what you put inside of it. This one in particular, though, I've got a good feeling about. Let's take a sip here. As you can see. Yeah, see, not too bad. It tastes honestly similar to coffee with a little bit more of a zing because, of course, it's got the apple cider vinegar in there. But yeah, so as always, I appreciate you watching. If you like this style of video, if you liked learning about kind of, you know, walking through my morning routine, I can, you know, go into more detail. If there's anything that you guys want to see, make sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, all these things, guys. Really helps the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you in the next stream.